Okay, so starting with the razor blade, start getting the edges all the way across underneath, and then start peeling back the fabric. This part broke off, but I'm going to tape it back on. I'll show you. Don't worry about if it catches the back of that. That was the original where it had the foam on it. So just keep peeling down, all the way down slowly until you get it all off, and then I'll show you what to do from there. Okay, this is what it looks like after the cloth's been taken off. Big old pile. Now next we're going to have to take a wire brush or a wire wheel that you can put on something electric and like a drill and scrape all this off so it's just to where it's bare. I'm going to do that next. I'll show you kind of how to do it. Okay, next take either a wire brush like this or take one of these wire discs, which is a lot faster. And keep going until the entire surface is like that. And once I finish, I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so all in all, that took me about 30 to 35 minutes with the drill and the wire brush, which isn't that bad. It's very, very messy, a little time consuming, but you guys can do it. That's it for now. I'll make another video of me putting fabric on it and installing it back into the truck. Thank you. Okay, so I got this from Hobby Lobby. I got 2 yards of it. Laid it over the top, just sized it out right now. It's pretty thick stuff. I did a little test. It's pretty smooth. I'm going to be using Gorilla Spray adhesive. Make sure you have one of these. And I got a brayer roller. It's rubber. It's pretty firm. So what I'm going to do is take half of this and flip it over. Start spraying. You don't want to spray all of it at once. You kind of want to just work in sections as you go. So I'm going to spray it. Spray this, then spray this, the back of it, just lightly enough to where it's sticky, and then take the roller and just get section at a time, and then I'm going to flip it over. So I'll start a little bit of it, I'll show you guys what I mean by it, and keep going and show you the finished product. Alright, once you get this first part started, use something to weigh it down with, because it'll start to bow up and wrinkle. And then you're going to want to peel back all of this to about wherever you left off at, and spray, and just move on down. Spray, roll, smooth out all the bubbles as you go until you eventually get to the end. Once it's dry, I'm going to flip it over. Stay tuned. Alright, so I sprayed it all. I got weights sitting on them. I'm going to come back and smooth out a little bit of imperfections I see, and let it sit for quite a while till it dries, and I'll come back to it. Once it's dry, flip it over, take a little razor blade, make a little slit in the middle. On the other side, there's 2 holes up there, and then right here where the dome light goes, just kind of, you can make it like a little X pattern if you want, or just straight across. You're just going to cut it and then flip it out on each side over like that, so it's all tucked so it looks smooth when you put it back up. So I'll go ahead and cut it and I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, it should look something like this. You can spray it with adhesive, but it doesn't really stay, so what I'm going to do is use Gorilla Tape on the back, and it should hold it into place. So I'm going to do that and I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, it should look something like this. Got the holes up there too. Let's see if I can flip this around without ruining it. See up in there. Alright, next cut these into strips along the way so they tuck over. I'm spraying it with adhesive, and then I'm using actually Gorilla Tape as a secondary. You guys don't have to do that, but I want to make sure mine stays in place. So I'm going to do that all the way around and then show you what the other side looks like when I'm done. Stay tuned. Okay, so I flipped it back over. It's going to have a crease right there. Should be a crease in there. The holes are cut out. There's still a little imperfections, but I think it'll still look pretty nice going up. So I'm gonna go back to the truck and attach the sound deadener back up, and then put this up and put all the things back in place, and I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, here's the sound deadener. I'm gonna put it on that. I'm gonna use these max strength nano grabs and basically just put these strips on there, adhere it to there, and then when I get ready to put it in the truck and stick it back up, I'm going to peel the other side so it'll stick to the top of the truck. Alright, stay tuned. Alright, finally got it put in. It's really shiny. Try to get creases. I messed up on a crease right there a little bit. That was not bad though. This took me a day and a half to put in because trying to find all these holes again and line everything back up and all the trim was harder than I thought it would be. But anyway, that's the end result. Hope this helps somebody.